Hello Pisces, welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you this month. Oh, wow, this has been popping up a lot. Now this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is a love reading which will hold true from the 15th to the 31st of October. And I will be focusing on your energy as well as your person's, just to see where you both stand. I have already pulled out two archetypes, one for you, one for your person. You have the shadow, your person has the ring. And just getting you a wisdom of the oracle, a leg up. All right. And let's get you a moonology. I will talk about these before I move on to your tarot. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Okay. So the shadow for you. This has popped up for the third time in my readings for mid-October. The shadow talks about delving deep into your psyche and understanding the lessons that you have learned and what they have taught you, and how to use those lessons constructively. Okay, because we've all been through so much pain in our lives, especially for the last 2 years. I feel like it has brought about the shadow side within ourselves. We all have light and dark within us. And there was a particular line that I read which said, whatever is closer to the light, this could be people, objects, communities, they cast the longer the shadows they cast. So I feel like if you have been in the spotlight, or you feel like, you know, you've been burdened with a lot of responsibilities and you've taken on too much, I feel like there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done for you. Okay, and inner work can be very painful, right? Self-reflection and personal growth can be very painful. So if this is something you've been dealing with, Pisces, I'm sending out a huge hug to you. And if anyone can do this successfully, Pisces, it is you, because you literally are ruled by Neptune, and you're the gods and the goddesses of things that are unseen, of the subconscious mind. You rule that part of everybody. So if anyone can do this, it is you, right? Now your person, the ring, it's a very interesting archetype because it talks about a couple of things. It talks about death and rebirth. Just think of cycles, think of circles, think of the orbit of the earth around the sun, you know, think of actual rings which express eternal love between two people. And it talks about sacred cycles, connectedness, humility, you know. And whenever this card is pulled out, it calls us to deepen a connection with ourselves, with other people and the world at large, right? So I feel like your person is working upon that, is working on deepening their connection with you, and just trying to be a little more authentic and trying to bring a little more tradition into your relationship. Now when it comes to a leg up with your wisdom of the oracle, I feel like it's okay to ask for help. You know, sometimes we feel like we can do everything ourselves, especially Pisces. Now I'm a Pisces moon, so I know what I'm talking about. But it's okay to delegate sometimes, Pisces, okay? And it's okay to be interdependent when it comes to your relationships. And I think maybe it's time now for you to be a little more vulnerable and to speak up about your needs and ask them to be fulfilled. Because you need to trust your partner and you need to be met with kindness and love, and you will be. Because if you don't ask, you can't expect others to read your mind, right? So since your person is coming with that energy of wanting to be in a traditional relationship and wanting to maybe take this to a higher commitment, I think it is safe for you to come out of your shell a little bit. And while you're working on your shadow self, it's all right for you to involve your partner a little bit so that your burdens can be a little lighter. Okay, and what do you need to release? I'm still not certain what this could be about, but let's pull out your tarot and we'll try and translate that within. Okay, this hasn't come up even once today, but it's come up for you, so I'm glad to see that. the world cosmos, which is the world, the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles on your side. Beautiful energy. On your person's side, we have the Strength card. We have the Three of Cups. Lovely. Wow. I've been doing, I think I've done 4 readings before you, and they've all been really, really dark and heavy. Page of Wands. Okay, that's nice. Let's get a mutual energy. Oh, wow, that flipped. Muse of Emotions. This came up for Aquarius as well. Let's get another one. And the Wheel of Fortune. You see that? The wheel, the ring, lots of circles. Okay, let me talk about this before I pull your clarifiers, alright? On your side, we have the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to juggle something. Maybe you're trying to juggle between work and life. Maybe you're juggling between 2 careers. We'll see what this could be about. Or you could very simply just be juggling between heart and mind, heart and head. The world cosmos talks about success, it talks about victory, it talks about successfully completing something and starting something new. The Queen of Wands talks about being in your own power. It talks about being, being full of vitality, creativity, almost having a wild side to yourself, but in the most beautiful way possible. The Strength card talks about unconditional love. It talks about, strength. And it talks about being a support system and a rock. And your person's coming with that energy. The Three of Cups talks about celebration, celebrating a union, celebrating a partnership and a soul connection. And the Page of Inspiration or the Page of Wands talks about, so you're coming across as the Queen of Wands and your person as the Page of Wands. So they could be a little younger than you, or they're just coming about with that energy of, what do you need? I'm here. What do you need? Just tell me what you need. That's what I'm getting. That's the dialogue I'm getting in my head right now. And with your mutual energies, we have the Muse of Emotions and the Wheel of Fortune. With the Muse of Emotions, it just simply says that you're both very sure about what you feel for each other. Okay, you're both very certain about your emotions. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it just says that you need to wait for divine timing. You need to wait for fate to take course of your life. Because nothing you do right now is going to, it's like you can't really control what is going to happen. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out is when the universe takes charge. The universe takes the wheel and stirs it in the direction that the universe deems fit for you. Alright? I'm going to start pulling out your clarifiers. We have the Queen of Swords clarifying the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to get another one. Oh, the Lovers. Beautiful. I love this. Alright. Let's clarify the World. The Ten of Cups. Lovely. I'm going to get another one. The Two of Wands. Alright. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. The Devil. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna get another one for this. Five of Wands. Okay. Alright. Let's clarify the Strength card. Four of Swords. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. Oh, Three of Swords. I want another one. Magician. Okay, let's talk about Page of Wands, the Sun. Beautiful. And let's get a couple for these two. We have Temperance and we have the King of Cups. Very similar energies. Okay. So, Pisces. Two of Pentacles, you are trying to literally, like I said, balance heart and head. With the Queen of Swords, you're trying to balance your head, and with the Lovers, you're balancing your heart. You're balancing love and logic. Okay, considering you're such an emotional, intuitive sign, I feel like you're not letting that get the best of you. Okay, I'm getting this feeling that there is a very high level of commitment here, and you're being very careful before you deepen it even further. That's the overall energy I'm getting. The world cosmos being clarified by the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I feel like there is something that you need to achieve before you reach this level of higher commitment or offer it to your person. There is a lot of love and happiness here in the future for you, but I feel like there's something that needs to be completed on your end beforehand, whether that's the shadow work that we spoke about, or it is something to do with your career. I'm not certain, but you need to keep one thing in mind, Pisces, and I feel like this has come up for you in the past as well. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't expect anyone to read your mind, okay? The Queen of Wands being clarified by the Devil and the Five of Wands. I feel like you're fighting with yourself. You have these inner demons, that projected demons that don't really exist, and you're just kind of creating conflict within your mind regarding this. It's like you're fearing the future because of something that you've seen in the past. Does that make sense? But I feel like there's nothing to fear here, because the Queen of Wands, that's the energy you are coming with. There's no gender in tarot. You're coming across as a very powerful and loving person. So I think that is something you need to hold on to and not worry so much about the projected fears that I just spoke about. Strength card being clarified by the Four of Swords. Your person with the Strength card, they could very well be a Leo. With the Lovers, a Gemini. What else do we have? Temperance could be a Sagittarius. Leo again, we have two Leo cards. Strength in the Sun. Your person is kind of, they've taken a step back. I feel like they're letting you do you. They're giving you your space, but at the same time with the Strength card, they're there as that rock that you need them to be. They're there for that emotional support whenever you do want to reach out to them. A part of them is in pain about it, that they're not being able to kind of be in communication with you the way that they wish to be. With the Three of Cups, they want to celebrate with you. They want to celebrate their love for you. But there is that pain, that sense of pain. I want to know why the Magician is here. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they want that stability. They want that partnership and that deep commitment. And I feel like they, despite the pain that they are feeling right now from being kind of disconnected with you, they are still manifesting this. They are still manifesting that traditional partnership. And with the Page of Wands, like I said, they are willing to learn from you. They're willing to be there for you, and they're willing to be adventurous with you, even if it means exploring uncharted territories, metaphorically or literally. I feel like you can count on them to be that guiding light, to be that life force for you, because the sun is the major energy life force. It's the life source for all of us. So I think this person will literally be your rock for years to come. So keep that in mind and try not to push them away. The Wheel being clarified by Temperance and the King of Cups. I think over time, I'm going to get another one, because I feel like you're both being very, very quiet. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to work on this. Okay, you need to work on it. I did say that you need to surrender to the universe, but then again, the universe and God only helps those who help themselves. So you need to look at the intricacies of your relationships. With the Muse of Emotions, you do realize, you do acknowledge the feelings you have for each other, but the more complacent you are about them and the more quiet you are about them, the more stalemate this is going to get. If you want progress, if you want happiness within this union, you need to get out of your own head. You know, you need to make advances towards each other. You need to be a little more authentic, a little more raw, and you need to put in the work. Because if you don't, then this is just going to stagnate. Because I love the Temperance energy. I love it when it shows up. And I also love the King of Cups. But they both come about with that stagnant, no action kind of energy, even though it's very calm, right? So I feel like your person has so much love for you, you need to acknowledge it and you need to reciprocate it, because that is what is going to bring you back into a healthy union, right? And what do you need to release? I think that's what you need to release. You need to release the idea of holding your emotions in, right? Let them flow. You're a mutable sign. Let them flow like water and see your life change. All right. I hope this helped you, Pisces. Have a beautiful rest of the month. I will see you soon.